Today I'm going to teach you something that school never teach you. School never showed you this kind of things that you need. They were teaching you chemistry, physics, math, English, all the other subjects. You just remembered them to put them on the exam paper. And after that, it was gone. How many of these subjects are you even using in your life? My guess is none of them, because I am not using any of them in my life. I don't even care about them anymore. I don't even remember what I studied because I don't use it anymore. None of them matters. The real things that we had to learn, they did not teach us. The topic that I'm going to mention and talk about today is the thing that we should have learned in school when we were teenagers, when we were in our 20s. The things that we actually needed so we could work in a society, so we could talk to people, work with people. And what I'm going to talk about today is giving feedback to all kind of people. If you have read the book by Thomas Erickson, the book called Surrounded by Idiots, he's talking about the 4 colors, red, yellow, blue, and green, how to give feedback to them, how to talk to them, and all of those stuff. Or if you are somebody who's familiar with the elements, air, water, fire, and earth, if you are familiar with these, they're kind of same, they just different, some kind of, like they just changed the name of them, but they are the same type of people. So today I'm going to talk about how to give feedback to everyone. So you will literally stay everywhere and literally everybody will like you. Everybody will love you for you giving them feedback, taking care of them, showing them that you actually care for them by giving feedback. So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and my name is Saia. So if you are new here, hello. In this YouTube channel, we only talk about the truth, about everything, about money, about people, rich people, poor people, about relationships, about friendships, about siblings, about family. We talk about everything. Everything I'm learning, I'm covering. And I'm a human being, so everything I go through, every lesson, every podcast, every book I read, I talk about here. So welcome. So every advice you receive on internet, on books, on everything, it's actually generalized, so it's not for everyone. People has went through different things, different parents, different lifestyle, different school. Everything is different for everyone, but I'm just gonna generalizely give information and give you advice how to give feedback to everyone. And the first person, the first type of personality we're gonna start with is red, or if you're familiar with fire. Red and fire, they're the same things. To give feedback to those kind of people, it's always be straightforward. They do not like sugarcoating, like, oh, you know, you were so good at this, but you did this mistake. No, I don't care what I was good at. Just tell me what the things I did, what the wrong things I did. Give me the feedback. How will I be better? Because red people always looking forward to like getting better and doing better things, like always like that. So they do not want sugarcoating. They do want you to be straightforward when you give feedback to them. And also focus on the results, because red people does not really care about the process. They care only about the results, and it's different for everyone. But red people, generally the fire people, only cares about the results. So it's very important when you give feedback, you're gonna tell them how the results will change. What's gonna happen to the results if I do it that way you are telling me, not the way that I have already done it and you think it was bad or it was not good. However, how it was, why is this one giving me this result and the other one you are mentioning, the feedback you have given me, how is it gonna change my result? Because the result is the only important thing when it comes to doing tasks for the red and the fire people. And also be very confident. Do not be like, you know, I think if you do that, it might be better. Do not use maybe. Do not use I think. Just like give it straightforward. You know, if you did this, your results will be like that. It will be better than the way you are doing it right now. Be straightforward. Be confident with them. Because if you're not confident, a red person will literally drive over you. They will not care. They will just like be like, if they're looking at you like, and your feedback is kind of like lacking, and they will be like, okay, I mean, you're not confident giving me feedback, why will I even care? And red people think. They use their brain. They think. They might be like having like making decisions very fast and going forward very fast, but they actually think. It's just in a faster, they're just doing it faster. They're processing very fast. And let me give you an example. If you are giving a feedback to a red or a fire person, which is same, you're gonna be like, instead of being like, if you organize this that way, it might be better. Instead say, if you organize this, your results will be much better. Be confident when it comes to a red person or a fire person. They do not like bullshit. They do not like you going all the ways just to come to the same result. Be straightforward. This is like that and you should be doing it like that. And the second type of personality that you could give feedback to is the yellow ones, or called air in the elements. Yellow and air are same. And if you want to give feedback to these people, they love to get a lot of compliments. You did good, it was amazing, your ideas are crazy good, all of those stuff. So like I said, on the red people, just be straightforward. Like, they do not want any compliments. Just be straightforward, give them the feedback. But for yellow people, you gotta actually keep this step by giving them a lot of compliments, tell them they did good and all of those stuff, because that's what they need. They want you to give them a lot of good compliments, and after that, give them tell them why their idea or their results will be much better. Like, they will shine more. Their idea will be much better if they do it like that, or it will be more people will see it more like that, because those people are just like happy people. They happy, they like to socialize, they want to like get feedback, and their feedback, they want to know why more people will be happy, more people will be affected if they do it like that. So yellow people loves it to get feedback like that. And also, it's very important to keep it light and simple. If you just like talk about it over and over again, if you're giving them like 100 compliments just to give one little feedback, you will lose them there. Just like give a few compliments, give them the feedback, and they will love it. But if you are like mentioning a lot of details, a lot of stuff, you will lose them there, because they don't have they don't have much attention span. You will lose them, and they will not even listen to the feedback you are giving it to them. And do not be serious when it comes to yellow people. Do not be like, let's sit down and let's do this. Sip on your coffee, and you will be like, this was very bad. You will lose them. They will be very sad about it. So if you are even a boss, if you are, I don't know, if you're a mentor, whoever you are, if you want to give feedback to yellow people or air people, is just give it to them in a nice way. Give some compliment and then give them the feedback. Do not be like, it was very bad, you did very bad. Even if they did it, like, try to find some good stuff they did before giving the straightforward feedback. And on the third people, which is giving feedback to earth sign or to the green people, these people are the ones who do not talk much, who will be very, very sad if you give them feedback. It's so hard to give feedback to earth or green people, even if it's like something very simple. For example, their clothes is not fitting on them, or there's something like on their face, or those kind of people will be very sad and will think about it for such a long time if you give them feedback, especially if you do it in a very bad way. You have to be very cautious when you give them feedback. You have to be supportive. You have to give them time to proceed, what's happening. Just like give it simply, give it like in a nice way, be gentle with them, because those kind of people will actually be very sad. So be nice to them, give a nice feedback, and if it's like you are gonna give a bad feedback, a bad thing, just be like, you did all of those good things. It's only one thing that is missing. And if you did this, I will be so happy. I wish you did this like that way, so the results will be much better. Because those people, you have to be gentle with them. You have to be nice to them. And you have to like give them time. Are you okay? Is everything all right? And then just check on them if they have them. Because those kind of people, they do stuff. Green people, if you let them like to live their life and just do nothing, they will live their life, do nothing. And a lot of people in society, this is the good tips, a lot of people in society is greens. Everyone just go to work, have a boss, do their daily life, drink their coffee, take the same trip to work, and like this, the simple daily life things, working 9 to 5, not changing anything about their life, like the routine work, the routine lifestyle, is mostly green people. And so the most people in society is green. They do not want to do anything. So those kind of people, you have to check on them to see if they have done the things you have told them, because if they can drag it, they're gonna drag it for a lifetime. An example to give feedback to green people is like, instead of saying you need to speak more up in meetings, this is so simple. As a red person, I would have just taken, yeah, I can, it's a good feedback. But for green people, you cannot say it like that. You have to say it like, your ideas are very amazing. Your thoughts are very cool. If you mention them in a meeting, I think some people will like take advantage of them and actually use them. People will love your ideas. People will love to listen to you, because those people, if you just give it straightforward to them, they will be sad about it. They will not think, oh, I have to speak more. They will be like, oh, I'm a bad person, or I did something bad because I'm not speaking at the meetings. And the last type of personality is the element water or the color blue. Blue and water, those kind of people, they just want you to be straightforward and very specific. What is that exactly you want me to change? Like, what is that exactly that I should do? Like, when you're giving feedback to those kind of people, and be ready. Water people, it's kind of hard to deal with them because they know everything. They know every detail about what they are doing, what they're dealing with. So they had did their own research, they have everything. So if you want to give feedback to those kind of people about something, be sure that you have read about it, you know stuff about it before you give feedback. So you will, otherwise they're gonna just eat you up. They're just gonna eat you up with their ideas, with their words, with the comments, and you will just look stupid for not knowing enough about it and giving feedback about it. So it's so important to be straightforward, to give them exactly what you wanted to talk about, what's the thing that you gotta change, so it will change the whole process or the whole results. Be straightforward, be calm, confident. It's so important to be confident, and also focus on the quality of the things. They love their analytics, they want you to like give them numbers, the number of the results, how it will change. Like, give them the real meaning of it. Do not be like, yeah, you're good at this, but I wish you no, they do not care. Just give them straightforward, like red people. But red people will kind of take the feedback easy, but blue people, the earth sign blue people, will have a lot of like throwbacks. They will like tell you, oh, what about this, what about that, and they have a lot of ideas. They want to understand why you wanted to change it, and they have to understand why the way or you are thinking or your feedback is better than theirs. So fire and red people needs bold feedback. Yellow people or air people needs feedback when you are complimenting them, and it should be short because they will lose their focus. And earth people or green people, they want your support and you have to check up on them. And water and blue need like exactly how it should be done, feedback like that. And giving feedback to all kind of people, even to children, to adults, to people older than you, people who has like academically are above you or under you. If you want to give feedback to somebody, be sure to know what you are actually talking about, because green people might just take it, yellow people also might just take it, but red people, they want to understand. Blue people will literally drive over you. They have to know exactly why your feedback is more important. Be sure to know what you are talking about. And if somebody has done something bad, if it's a sibling, if it's in a relationship, you want to give feedback to them, be sure if they have hurt you in some kind of way, be sure to talk about yourself. Do not start with like, you're doing this bad, you are so bad. Just talk about yourself, and this thing you did actually hurt me because of that and that. I want you to fix it, and just give like straightforward feedback about yourself. Do not be like, you did this, you did that. And if you are starting with like giving those kind of feedbacks to people, or you are starting with attacking them, of course they're going to be in defense mode and you cannot give any kind of feedback. So it's very important, especially when society is full of green people. When you give feedback, you actually give like, you are gentle, you give some compliments, and then you're gonna start with giving your ideas and your feedback to those kind of people. So this YouTube video was kind of short, but I want to talk about, because it was one section I read in the book and I did some research on it. I found out like the elements for it, and I was like, this sounds so cool, because those kind of people is like we can the whole world can be divided into those kind of 4 categories, but everything around them has changed them. Even the weather, the family, their siblings, the things that they have went through. Some people has been on the streets, some people has been living a very good life. It's different for everyone. So that's why when you are talking with people, when you're giving advice or when giving feedback, it's different, it's generalized. So that's why it's very important that you get to know the person before you give it to them. And I also have found something else, which is like 9 type of personalities, but I have not did enough research, so I'm gonna stick to the 4 types of personalities. Then the whole world can be divided into. And thank you guys so much for being here. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share it with somebody who's having a hard time to giving feedback to people or set boundaries. I share every single Friday. I share new video, new feedback, new stuff, talking about new things every single Friday. So be sure to subscribe and share it with a friend. And I have also a podcast channel called Living Life with Saia. I post every single Tuesday on Spotify. I share every single day on Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. I share shorts on YouTube. Do not forget to follow me everywhere. See how I'm living my life and how positive I turn things. Thank you guys so much for being here, and see you next Friday with a new video. Bye bye.